So if you are a name out there, like let's throw out Ben Johnson and say that David Tepper says, do you want to come here and coach Carolina? Do you want to coach my 5'10" quarterback coming off of his rookie season? Do you take the job?
It depends on what my options are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've only talked to Ben Johnson once in my life. I don't think of him as a climber. You know what I mean? I don't think of him as a guy who, on his way home from practice every night, calls his friends in the business, say, hey, if I get interviewed at the end of the year, will you come with me? And I'm going to build a staff. I'm going to do this. Ben Johnson is a football coach. And I think if he has other opportunities, I would think those other opportunities would be more attractive. Maybe it'll come down to money. Maybe it won't. But I think you saw last year that Ben Johnson withdrew from the Carolina coaching search. I don't know why he did that, but he did. And so when he withdrew, your eyebrows raise a little bit and you just wonder, why did he do that? I mean, maybe he would have gotten that job. Well, maybe he didn't want that job. So I don't know. But if that's the only job opportunity he has, and because you don't stay the hot coordinator forever, you just don't. So if he only has one opportunity, maybe he'd take it. But I would be, if I worked in this business, I would view that job right now anyway as quicksand.
Well, and you raise a great point, Peter, which is what are your other options? At the end of the day, there's only 32 of these jobs, and there are more than 32 people who want them. So it's a supply and demand issue. And, look, Peter, you hit on a number of points that had me smiling ear to ear. We're talking about Tepper. You referenced the Penner Group. And, of course, there's new ownership in Washington. And these ownership groups are spending billions of dollars on these teams. And, I'll say this with a smile on my face. I know you know this. I know Suzy knows this, but there are 9 zeros in a billion. That's a lot of money. And under the new collective bargaining agreement, which isn't so new anymore, you can't sometimes make wholesale changes at players. So I think and wonder if you think this is why some of the owners are making quick changes at coach, because they are constrained by the CBA by making changes at players.
Well, that could be, Amy, but the way I look at this is, there aren't a lot of people who are pure gold out there, okay? I don't know if, for instance, Tepper might say, let's offer next year's one to Tennessee for Mike Vrabel. I like him. He projects the image of a coach, and he blah, 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 blah. Now, I have no idea. I'm just simply raising that as a possibility. There aren't a lot of people right now who are the miracle workers at head coach. Maybe McVay, certainly Andy Reid, but Andy Reid's not leaving Patrick Mahomes. Mm-hmm. But I guess I look at it and think to myself, if I wanted to hire a good head coach right now, the one thing I would do is, whether it be with a search firm or whether it's somebody I really, really trust, I want you to look everywhere. I want you to look under every rock. If you tell me right now that I need to interview, no matter what his record has been, that I need to interview Matt Campbell at Iowa State, okay, he's on the list. I'm going to spend a day with Matt Campbell. I want to get to know Matt Campbell. And then, if he gets down the road, then he gets down the road with us. But whoever it is, I want college coaches. I might want a retired coach. I won't dismiss Bill Belichick out of hand if he's on the market, but I'm not really looking for a 2-year window for a guy who I don't know how long he's going to be around, but probably not longer than, say, 3 years. I want to find a quality field of candidates. I don't want to fixate. He fixated on Matt Rule. And I'm not blaming Matt Rule. He's a good football coach. I don't know how the Frank Reich thing happened, but if you have so little belief in a coach and that you'd fire him after 10 months on a 5-year contract. Get out of here. Really, it's a joke.
Check out new episodes of What the Football with Suzy Shuster and Amy Trask every Tuesday. Watch us on the Rich Eisen Show YouTube page or follow and listen wherever you get your podcasts.